When night falls, this famous Japanese entertainment district is filled with young people and tourists, making it a beautiful center of nightlife. Among the dazzling lights, a place called Jackpot stands out the most. Its lights, music, and aura seem to pull the attention of anyone who passes by. Inside, the bunny girls ruled the stage. Their smiles were sweet yet mysterious, while the clinking of glasses and the glittering lights added to the charm of a night that seemed to go on forever. The city's crowds blend with the neon glow, creating a lively, chaotic urban night filled with energy and wonder. Meanwhile, the protagonist, Takato Washemi, a young office worker, had just had a rough day. His project was rejected, his boss scolded him, and all of that piled up as a burden on his shoulders. Exhausted after working overtime, he is forced to walk home after missing the last train. The unfinished project haunts his thoughts, making each step feel heavier. Fighting off hunger, he thought about buying ramen before going home. Maybe that was the only thing that could cheer him up tonight. But even as he thought about ramen, thoughts of his future at the game company where he worked still made him hesitate. Then, in the midst of those difficult steps, something caught his attention. A beautiful girl in a bunny costume stood in the crowd, radiating captivating confidence. Takato freezes, cold sweat trickling down as he whispers in disbelief, "What? A bunny girl?" Shortly after, he tried to approach the rabbit girl. The woman looked back with a flushed face, filled with astonishment and a little confusion as the idiot man approached. Even so, the girl greeted him warmly and with a hint of flirtation. The protagonist looked flustered, his heart pounding, when the girl he admired greeted him. His admiration was so obvious, mixed with confusion and happiness, that he couldn't hide. Then he asked, "Aren't those clothes cold? It's winter." The rabbit girl replied, "Yes, part of my body feels cold." With flushed cheeks and a shocked expression, he stifled an awkward laugh when he realized he had seen something big. Then he pointed to the bottled drink the bunny girl was carrying. With a cheerful smile, the girl lifted it up and said, "Bottle of champagne." Her face radiated happiness, as if she were preparing a special surprise. He seemed confused because the bunny girl offered him a place to drink. The moment was filled with temptation, doubt, and a little awkwardness. On the other hand, the pedestrian crossing light was still red. The girl fell silent and wanted to take something. She took a piece of paper. Then she handed him her business card and told him where she worked. Wide-eyed, he stares at the small paper in his hand. The message surprises him deeply. His face flushed as he read the message. He became curious about the girl. With a smile on her face and a bottle of drink in her hand, she waited for him to arrive. At that moment, the protagonist was shocked. His heart was pounding, and mixed feelings overwhelmed his body. He was caught in confusion between following the seductive bunny girl or returning to his work obligations the next morning. His gaze revealed the pressure and confusion that collided in his mind. The traffic light turned green. Then the rabbit girl crossed the street while waving her hand to attract attention. She then stops to make sure the protagonist will be interested in her invitation. Still in the same place, the bunny girl teased him again by showing her back. The protagonist stood still like a statue. At high speed, he finally gave in to temptation and ran fast. In the dim city lights, a group hurries toward a shop said to hold nighttime wonders, a hidden world around the corner. A grand bar greets them with shimmering lights. A smiling bunny girl staff waves cheerfully and exclaims, "Jackpot!" With an awkward face, he admits it's his first time in a place like this. Nervousness and curiosity blend as he steps inside. All the women there appeared confident in their bunny costumes, combining sweet and seductive impressions. Their broad smiles were full of charm. In the glamorous cafe, the waiter showed them to their reserved seats. The confused protagonist finally nodded and followed. After sitting down, he stared at something that excited him. Raz introduced himself with a warm smile, immediately making the atmosphere feel friendly. He greeted the protagonist confidently and kindly. Then the guy's face turned red as he shook hands. They examine a special cocktail on the menu priced at 1,000 yen. Its mysterious vibe piques their curiosity, but the bunny girl thought hard, surprised and doubtful at the price offered. She touched her chin with an adorable expression. The guy's face was full of excitement, while the woman in front of him looked on in awe, as the protagonist didn't haggle over the price. Then she poured the drink with a seductive and confident movement, making the protagonist, who saw her, surprised and fascinated. After finishing, the bunny girl served drinks, making the man immediately blush and thank her. The bar atmosphere felt warm and charming. With a sweet voice, another bunny girl calls out to him. The night's mysterious atmosphere deepens. His cheeks redden as he grips his drink with trembling hands. His tight smile reveals both courage and nerves. Their glasses clink loudly, a fresh start filled with hope. "Cheers!" echoes through the lively atmosphere. He lifted the glass slowly, his face tensed as he looked at the contents of the drink. The rabbit girl told him to drink it, because it would surely taste good and delicious, and it didn't contain any poison. The guy responded with a sweet smile on his face. When the bunny girl turned around, he saw such a beautiful sight for the second time. With her sweet face, the bunny girl started a conversation about butts. While drinking soda, she was surprised to hear about butts. Then, they started talking about where they came from, their jobs, and things that made them happy. In one conversation, the woman whispered softly, as if inviting him into a dreamland full of charm. The guy could only feel confused and curious upon hearing her words. With a flushed face and a broad smile, she raised her glass, inviting him to have carefree fun. His face was full of astonishment and anxiety. Without hesitation, in a warm voice, the rabbit girl expressed her desire to spend the night with the guy in front of her. The protagonist shouted, wondering, "Does she mean me? We've only known each other for a few hours. Could it be that she likes me?" He gripped the cocktail glass filled with ice. With burning determination, he downed his drink in one gulp. The bunny girl's eyes widened, clearly surprised or mesmerized by our MC's behavior. With fiery enthusiasm, he raised his glass high and said, "I'm ready to party until morning." Behind the rack containing bottles of wine they shone. With a satisfied smile, the bunny girl laughed freely, spreading contagious cheer. Her light laughter enlivened the atmosphere. Then she gulped down the rest of her drink. After that, the bunny girl said goodbye because her time was up. He couldn't believe it, because he had ordered all-you-can drink for an hour, but the girl was leaving. The bunny girl explained that this often happened because they had a rotation system, but if he pointed her out, the bunny girl would stay with him. He thought hard about how much money he would spend if he pointed her out. Suddenly, the bunny girl approached him and said, "Let's play mountains." He was immediately stunned by the angel's whisper. His face was filled with astonishment. The words he had just heard seemed to pierce straight into his mind. Then the bunny girl whispered, "We'll play a game with 3 people, me, you, and another bunny girl." His head felt like it was about to explode, imagining how much fun that would be. But on the other hand, he had to go to work tomorrow. In front of him, the bunny girl kept teasing him. And finally, the protagonist agreed to play until morning. His gaze was fixed. The seductive charm was too strong to resist, leaving him dizzy and full of regret when he realized he was completely captivated. Meanwhile, the protagonist remained silent, trapped in his own thoughts. The bunny girl called her friend. Her friend seemed a little shy, but an aura of excitement still filled the room. The girl's name was Kiwi. Eyes wide, mouth agape, and cold sweat falling endlessly as he saw the angel before him. A long night awaited, filled with ambition and burning passion to continue the game. The protagonist would play until dawn.